In just a few minutes, we're going to take a look at the final results of this no joke grow. Now, one thing that made this grow really special is that I'm using my custom soil blend. This is something that I have worked with KIS Organics and Tad Hussey specifically over the past few years to come up with a soil that I feel confident in giving any grower, especially new growers, and they're gonna find success. And that was the whole point of this grow series. If you take my genetics and use it in this custom soil blend and you follow the SOPs that I can provide, you should get results like the ones that you see in here. So that's very special. I'm excited because not only do these look freaking fantastic, the soil is now going to be available to you. I'll get into those details at the end of this video. First, see if it is worth your time. But again, this is the No Joke Genetics by Twin Peaks Cannabis in the KIS Organics Twin Peaks Cannabis Soil Collaboration. Welcome back to my no joke grow in the custom soil from KIS Organics and Twin Peaks Cannabis. This is a grow journal to document how easy it can be with these genetics and this soil. It is 7 days into flower and things are looking great. I hope you watched the seedling to flip video. If you missed it, you can go back into the playlist and catch that. But let's go in and take a closer look at these no joke plants. And as you can see here, we got a couple different heights. We got 2 short ones in the front and 2 taller ones in the back. These in the front have stayed nice and compact, nice and squat. A lot of branching, which is great. Ton of bud sites. And then the ones in the back, well, this one just started growing really tall, so it actually got tops. Where is it? There you go. You can see there where it was topped. But yeah, this one got topped, so now it has a whole bunch of nice level even branches here to create a fat canopy. That's what the scrognet is for. We got some of the branches touched down and tucked in there. And then this one is got the Christmas tree shape, the traditional one. I didn't do any topping. I let it go natural. And boy, oh boy, has it just jumped up in this first week of flower. So that is kind of what we're looking at for these plants right now. So this is always, a fun time. This is a part that I love when they're starting to grow their buds. And again, for 15 days into flip, I'm pretty happy with the bud development that we have going on already. Pretty solid for 15 days. Those ones seem to be a little bit behind the ones in the back here, but yeah, I mean, for 15 days, we're not looking too bad. And there's a lot of them, so that's even better. And just a general check on the overall height. The ones in back were definitely the tallest ones. I've raised my light. There's not a whole lot of room left. I raised this thing about 1.5 feet the other day. And this sucker back here, it's already catching up to the light. This thing just will stretch as much as I want to let it. So I've got it tied off so it's not going into the light, even though it was down where the twist tie was last night and it grew about that much. So 15 days into flowering, that might be done stretching soon. And these in the back here, these are getting buds nice. This one is going to stack. This is the plant that we topped. So again, you could kind of really see a big difference of not topping a plant versus topping a plant and the amount of tops that it actually has on it. So that, and then you compare it to that with all the satellite buds. But those are the 2 in the back. Now the 2 in the front were the ones that stayed shorter. This one was the squattier of the lot. And so what I actually did, I boosted it. I put it up on some 3-gallon containers. So it's really not that far from the light compared to the others either. And then this one over here, this one's just a beautiful plant. It's doing good. It's looking good. And I didn't raise it up. One, because I can kind of move it back and forth when I need to get to the, the buckets in the water, or the buckets in the back to water. So it's always handy to be able to kind of move one around because that one is really kind of stationary now. And of course the two in the back, they're, you know, they're down into the scrog net pretty heavy, so those things aren't moving around. But this one up front, I can move it around if I need to. Day 21, and these things are progressing well. I think the stretch is going to be over. As you can see, the one in the back right corner, well, that one went above the light actually. And dude, I raised these lights high. Like, you can't really raise my lights. Oh, can I get up there? Yeah, you can't really. Oh, yeah. You like my mask, guys? But anyways, you can't really raise my lights any much higher. So that one is going to be what it is. And they also kind of need a haircut. I mean, defoliation time, you think? So I kind of just want to show you guys like overall leaf color and stuff too. Like these plants are, you know, pumping along, growing very well. And the leaves, they all still look good. I've only given this stuff water. This has been water only in that Twin Peaks KIS Organics custom soil blend. So yeah, again, my mission is to make it easy for you guys. And this is really hitting the mark there. Just water. And everything is looking fabulous here. Day 21, a flower. So I cleaned up some of the bottoms here, you know, again, more airflow, not going to trap a lot of that moisture from the soil, let it rise up through the canopy. And these back here, you know, I took off a lot of the big leaves, opened up more of the bud sites to the light. But as you can tell, I left plenty of leaves on for photosynthesis. Again, you don't want to go too heavy. It is all about finding a balance. But this is what my third week defoliation in flower is looking like. Yeah, much better. Day 35, and these things really, they're putting their energy into bud production these days. They aren't really worried about growing any taller, but you know, everything is still looking good as far as the leaves, you know, as far as the stems go. Here's the other kind of short one in front. Things are looking good. And as you guys can see, you know, the trichomes, they are starting to stack up on these things, but these aren't the most trichome covered or the largest. Those are for the bigger plants that are in the back. Now, this is the one that we topped. And as you can see, just that act of topping it turned out into many different colas up there versus the one that we didn't top and we just let it grow vertical all the way up above the light, just a couple inches. But this one, you know, this one in the back here is, it's getting some pretty frosty buds. You know, we're getting the leaf taco already going in on these things. So yeah, I'm stoked. This is day 35 and they usually go about 60 or so days, so plenty of time for more trichome production. The buds really haven't even started swelling yet on these. As far as, you know, the bracts go, they're just collecting their stigmas. So once these start swelling, I would give it another week or two and then they're really going to start plumping up. These over here in the back though, on the one that I topped, as you can see, it's already starting, the stigmas, the hairs, they're already starting to turn orange, and it's pretty universal. So this one out of all of them is probably going to finish first. So if that was something that I was selecting for out of these, that is attractive to me. Now this one is actually getting a little bit of purpling stems in some sections where they were once green. As we get towards the top, they are kind of green. But this one, it's a nice big plant, so it's starting to get a little bit hungry, and I should have done it earlier, but about 4 or 5 days ago I did a top dressing down in the soil there, but it's going to take a couple weeks before it takes effect and these get the benefit of it. So I put a full cup in this plant, and then again this other large one back here which goes up above the light, I gave that one a half cup just to see which one will be the best. And then the two shorter ones in the front, again, they're doing just fine, so I didn't add anything to them. Just the bigger ones are a little bit of heavier feeders, but that's day 35 in the tent. And day 41, here we are. This is what we're looking at, and these things, aside from getting bulky, are getting very freaking frosty. So let's check them out. And we got this pretty lady up here. This one is just growing natural, no training, but as you can see, the buds are getting really nice and plump, and they are definitely putting on their trichomes. Now at day 41, we are starting to get more of the brown stigmas on this number 2 no joke. We've got the number 1 up front. This thing is just kind of getting a nice spear-like cola. Now, it's kind of funny because people always talk about trichomes on trichomes on trichomes, but that's what it looks like when even your branches have trichomes. So, that's the spear-like cola. No joke. And we've got our tall friend in the back that, you know what, we just didn't do any shaping or training to it, but it is getting some nice and fat frickin' buds on this thing, so that's awesome. Also, just like the other ones, the level of trichomes is very flippin' high. And we've got the one in the back that we topped. Now, again, plenty of freaking main colas on this, and all I did was top it. But things here have been looking a little bit more brown as far as the stigmas. They developed a little bit quicker. But, you know, again, nice trichome coverage on these. And there are plenty of them to go around, so this is that no joke. Again, day 41 on all of these ladies. Probably another 3 weeks left to go. It is day 48 here for the no joke in the custom soil blend, the Twin Peaks Cannabis times KIS Organics. Things are looking lovely. Things are looking nice. Let's go in and take a look at them closer. So front left, we've got this lady, and she is going to be the last to finish. She is taking longer than the others. Actually, this is kind of an outlier as far as that goes, but she's looking nice. She's stacking up, you know, kind of a nice main cola there. And then a lot of these satellite buds are also looking pretty nice. You know, some of the ones in the back here, you can see that there's a little bit of stigma changing color there on them, but these two are going to take a little bit longer than the rest of the plants. And this is kind of, you know, to show you the nodal structure. It starts out nice and compact, which is what I like. That's what I look for. Nice compact nodal spacing. And as you guys can see, and as you can tell too, I didn't trim anything up. I left absolutely everything 100% on this. Why? Just because. But yeah, and then it starts, you know, as you get towards the top there, it starts to elongate, and that's when you hit the flowering, and that's when it gets into the stretch. But this is the front left corner. Front right, we have a faster finisher. This is kind of typical, and that is really a bud shape common to the Westport grape juice, and as you can see, some heavier trichome coverage there. But I'm happy with this plant. You know, it is nice and squat. It is super loud as far as the profile goes. I did absolutely no training, and as you can tell, you know, it all stayed pretty level, pretty even by itself. And yeah, I mean, again, you know, we got plenty of trichome coverage on this. This is day 48. We're going another 12 days at least. And this one too, it got defoliated like the others, and I didn't take anything off as far as this one goes, because I just wanted to demonstrate, you know, for all you hashers out there, even the lowers are extremely trichome dense. So it's kind of a like good washer plant too, this no joke. So yeah, this is the front right corner, and here's what we're looking at in the back left corner. This is the plant that we topped, so it has a whole bunch of tops on it. And finally, we have our overachiever bud, and for something that's growing above the light, you're not looking all that bad. But below the light, it's not looking that bad either. We've got some lovely, really actually chunky buds on this one, all the way up too. A lot of them, trichome rich. But yeah, this thing's just got some nice big, oops, running into my cord there, freaking chonkers on it. That's the day 48 roundup, probably another 14 days on these, and then this one's probably going to go maybe another extra week. But yeah, I will keep you up to date. Another update here in just a few seconds. Day 57 in this special grow series, and well, this one still has a couple weeks left like I predicted. But you're ready. You're ready. And you, way back there, you could probably have another week left. But let's take a close look here. So this is the, the front right corner. Tons and tons of trichomes. Good bud density on these. Pretty stoked about that one. Again, we've got the longer flowering spear-shaped cola here with some nice trichome coverage in satellite buds. This one sure purpled up, didn't she? Yep. Y'all know that one. That's the one we topped. She got some nice purple, but you can still contrast that with some green down there. Now, the other one, the super tall one, we're getting some good senescence on here, which is a good sign. This soil, it served its purpose. It's ready to be amended. It's ready to be reused, which is a big bonus about this stuff, is you guys buy it, don't throw it out. You can use it again, amend it with the nutrient pack from KIS. We can cover that more in a future video. But again, this is the no joke in the special soil. Water only, guys. That's all I did. Water. So there you go. There you have it. Those are the results of this grow. And not only will we be able to set you up with genetics, we'll be able to set you up with the soil and the SOPs for you to get similar results. This has been a water only grow. I did one top dressing on 2 of the plants, and this top dressing will actually be included with your soil if you need it. So that's kind of fun too. Genetics are on chadwestport.com. You'll be able to find a link over to the KIS Organics website there as well, because on kisorganics.com, that's where you can order the soil. So with the genetics, with the soil, and with the SOPs I have, boom, you should be able to get some lovely treats like the ones that you just saw. And again, of those SOPs, I have, your temperature, your humidity, your VPD, your photo period, your veg time, an estimated flowering time. But for lighting, I also have your PPFD, so the intensity. I have the DLI that I was hitting. For watering, I have measurements there. I can tell you the MBAR if that's the unit of measurement that you are using. And I can tell you many other things as far as circulation and airflow. So please let me know if you have any questions down in the comments. This is here to set you up for success. So with the soil, with the genetics, with the SOPs, I hope you're going to be smoking some terrific dank too. I'm Chad Westport. Find me right here on the Chad Westport YouTube channel, as well as chadwestport.com, the gear and the merch. And don't forget the soil drop. The soil is dropping. It's already here. It's already mixed. We're just letting it cool for a couple weeks because, again, this is amazing soil. It's all organic, and I think you're gonna like it. So thank you for watching this far. Thank you for watching this grow. And remember, everybody, to party on.